I'd like to thank GoLocal regular, GoLocal columnist Bob Whitcomb for joining us here on
Hello,
location.
Kate.
Thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Your first time here.
Yes, that's right.
And quite the
That
spot.
I remember. I mean, who knows?
Well, the G is a hot spot here in Providence. We're going to have a very Providence-centric summertime show as we're going to do this summer Go on Location on Fridays. So thanks for joining us. Let's talk summer first.
Sure. So summer in New England, very intense.
Intense.
Starts about now and closes up on Labor Day. You know, the best weather of the year is after Labor Day.
That is true. That September. I mean, summer really lasts.
September, October. Dry. Kind of warm and dry during the day, cool at night. It's terrific. But America in general, New England in particular, has gotten into this pattern of start with Memorial Day. High summer is starts July 4th, and it all ends Labor Day.
So what's your summer plans? Do you have any secret spots that you like that you might want to share with us?
Well, I'm only out, in the ACI in brief stretches. They let me out to do my internship, so it's hard to tell. No, I think we have relatives on the Cape. Go to Cape Cod maybe a little bit. Probably I might go hiking a little bit in the White Mountains. So there's an off chance I might have to go to Europe on business, believe it or not. So, that stuff. Maybe eat more clams than usual.
But is there really no better place to be than New England in the summer?
No, it's great. In the summer,
why would anyone go anywhere else?
It's terrific in the summer. We have humid days, but there aren't that many of them.
Is it humid today? I can't tell.
Oh, God, we're absolutely soaked. I'm just going to wear my wetsuit on the air.
It is pretty humid here, but the good thing about the rooftop at the Providence Sea, we're sitting under an enclosure. You can see the backdrop. We were going to start outside, but summer in the city, you go with the flow. It's fun.
Well, it's very dramatic too. If there's a downpour, the pitter patter of the water pouring.
It could start raining any minute.
It would be like being inside an aquarium, something like that. No, summer in New England, the stuff you can do and the stuff that's so close by, the coastline, which varies from the sandy parts in the southern New England up to Maine, the rocks, mountains just high enough to be interesting, architecture, old towns, beautiful college campuses. I mean, it's great.
Lots to do in the summertime. So let's talk. What are we going to expect from your column this weekend?
Well, I'll talk a little about the trade war, which I think is unfortunate because we're warring on our allies, and I think this is going to be another difficult thing for the West. Unfortunately, President Trump doesn't have the same sense of affiliation with the West that I think most Americans still do. Everything to him is transactional.
It's been pretty controversial since this week.
Very
first
much
China,
so,
but then expanding.
But then he made a deal. He made a deal with this company that's engaging heavily in industrial espionage called ZTE. Made a deal with them. Nobody quite knows why. I did know Ivanka got some copyright protections from the Chinese government around the same time. So
it is interesting.
Who knows? It's intriguing. So obviously the trade thing is, I don't think it'll have an immediate impact on the U.S. economy, which is still very well. The unemployment rate went down a little bit more. More jobs are added. I think we're near the top. John Chesto of the Boston Globe noted that the last time things were this good was right before the dot-com implosion in 2000. So
is everyone taking this with a grain of salt, with a little bated breath of when's the shoe?
Everything ends. Things get overextended. We have huge debt in America, just spiraling debt, which you have to worry about, which gets into some other issues such as the Paw Sox situation, the latest financing deal. What happens if the city of Pawtucket can't pay off the bonds?
Well, that's the million. Several $100 million question.
Can't pay off the bonds, so the economy goes south, or maybe minor league baseball isn't as popular as.
So, what do you think of this new plan? They had the finance hearing last night, looking to again shift the responsibility to Pawtucket, but at a bond rating that's going to cost more in the long run.
See, the trouble is, at the end of the day, you can't shift responsibility because Pawtucket's obviously in Rhode Island, and so far as the bond markets go, it's all part of the state of Rhode Island. They don't distinguish.
It's not like a shell game like Pawtucket.
Well, if something goes wrong with a municipality in Rhode Island, it affects the state bond rating.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, we are in the 11th hour of the assembly session. We're into June now.
It looks like it will probably pass at the moment, and I think the governor would sign it. And certainly if it does pass, we hope this thing works. But I think with the uncertain outlook for the future of minor league baseball, even baseball in general, and the perhaps excessive hopes that there'll be so much development around the stadium, retail development in the age of Amazon, doesn't seem like a sure bet.
Well, keeping an eye on Amazon, certainly, to see if they end up going to Boston. But we can't not have you here without talking about the Roseanne brouhaha.
Yeah, and I mean, Roseanne is an oaf. She is a racist. She's a pretty pathetic character, but she's got her avid following, and everybody forget ABC hired her because she's a racist and she says outrageous things. And this would energize a lot of people, tens of millions of people out there who love Roseanne.
And what about the flip side? Everyone's talking about Samantha Bee.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that's not the same thing. Everybody knows who Roseanne is. Not that many people know who Samantha Bee is. So it's
a little bit more this week after this.
Yeah, right.
This controversy.
And I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, that Fox is going to pick her up. Roseanne.
This will be interesting to say the least. Never a dull moment.
So I think it's an example of kind of the general debasement of American civic culture, which, by the way, I mentioned Bill Clinton's book tour, which has been the stop in Rhode Island has been canceled for lack of interest, which I was very happy to hear.
Bill's canceled, but Stormy Daniels is coming.
Okay, there you go. Okay. But I think the idea of a former president basically selling his position in the way of book tour to flog a book that was mostly written by James Patterson, the popular novelist, I think is really tacky. Buying a ticket to go hear the former president.
Well, it's not
head
happening
of state,
here in Providence, so.
But it's happening all over the country, and it just reminds me of what a special kind of tackiness that Bill Clinton brought to the White House.
Well, I expect maybe we'll see a little bit of that.
How about a little dignity for a change? I mean, anyway.
I expect we'll see that in your column this weekend. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your coming on, talking a little summer, talking a little bit about the column as we do every week. Catch up, then every Sunday we run, Bob.
And enjoy the summer. Get around. The 6 states of New England is you can see a lot in a short distance.
Well, we are looking forward to summer here and going on the road on Friday. So I appreciate you taking the time to come on today. I'll let you go off and we'll welcome our next guest here onto the